It's warming up outside, summer is upon us, and there are some really good deals right now on the Nintendo eShop. Some of the lowest prices we've seen, or matching the lowest prices, some of them not, but check this out. Monster Hunter Rise, 49% off. We've seen a better price than that, but that's still almost half off. If you're wanting to jump in the game right before the DLC comes out, you can play alone or play with friends. It's all about hunting down these huge monsters and collecting loot, collecting materials to make your weapons and your skills better. A lot of customization, a lot of tweaking to do. I just might be picking that one up. And if that price is too high for you, the entire franchise is actually on sale right now. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, $12 on the Nintendo eShop. Still hundreds of hours of hunting monsters in store for you, either game that you go with. Monster Hunter Stories 2, also on sale. They're half off. It's turn-based combat. It has some Pokemon vibes to it. If you still want that Monster Hunter lore and you want kind of a cute game, that's not a bad get. And the two newest Monster Hunter games on Switch also have demos up right now if you want to check it out. Celeste at $5 is a must-have. You play as Madeline climbing to the top of the mountain, metaphorically and literally. This game will tug at your heartstrings. It'll make you think. It's very, very beautiful. And also, it'll make your palms sweat. You die a lot, but you go right back to where you were. You don't have to backtrack a lot. It's very exciting, and when you get past a part, you feel accomplished. I highly recommend it. Spiritfarer at $10, that's a cozy game that also can make you get a little emotional. There's farming, mining, fishing, harvesting, cooking, and crafting. You're sailing everywhere on a boat. It's not at all like Wind Waker, but when I play it, I do kind of get some of those same vibes just because you're exploring out in the ocean. It's all about saying goodbye to loved ones and helping them into the afterlife. The two Metro games are on sale yet again, 75% off, $6.24. These are good games, and if you want that console experience, first-person shooter, that's not a bad option. Dragon's Dogma on sale for $10. If you like Skyrim and you want more of that medieval Western RPG, that's a solid game to get. I got a little lost when I played it, but hey, that's why you've got YouTube, you've got Twitch. It's a pretty cool game. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night for $16. A lot of people love that game. Metroidvania. Mortal Kombat 11 on sale for $10. This game does go on sale quite often, but it's not a bad port. A lot of people gave it crap, but it's Nintendo Switch. It's not going to be the same thing as PlayStation 4 graphics. Come on, not a bad deal though. Terraria half off. A lot of people call this 2D Minecraft. It looks like Stardew Valley, and let's be honest, Stardew Valley has pulled some inspiration from Minecraft, just like this game has, so there will be a couple similarities. I went ahead and downloaded it. I only played it for 5 minutes, but I'm excited to jump back into it. It seems really cool so far. Sparklight for $6.24. Not the best game in the world, but not bad. I would say it's definitely worth $6. I mean, I put multiple hours into that game. It's a roguelike. It's kind of like Zelda. The progression is fun. I will say you can kind of spam some of these bosses, and the roguelike formula gets especially repetitive with this game compared to other roguelikes, but like I said, I still had fun. Monster Boy down there, 65% off. This is actually made by the creator of Wonder Boy. Lots of platforming action and some RPG vibes. Don't get me wrong, it's not an easy game, but you can shapeshift and take on new abilities for players that like old school platforming and don't mind a challenge. Pumpkin Jacket, $12. That's kind of like a Crash Bandicoot kind of style. Feels like an old school Dreamcast or PlayStation 2 game to me. Not the best game in the world, but if you're going to stock up for Halloween, not a bad game to play around that time. We got Lego Jurassic World on sale again for $8. Wonder Boy is on sale, very similar to Monster Boy, of course. And yet again, Alien Isolation is half off. I super recommend this game. I feel like it's a slow start, but it actually reminds me of BioShock if you like those games. Lots of jump scares, lots of tense moments. You will scream. It is, again, a little bit of a slower game, but I was surprised by the progression, and the graphics here are really good. It does not look like a Switch game. And speaking of scary games, Dead by Daylight, 60% off at $12. I'm telling you, this is a good summertime sale. If you want a game you can play online with friends, you can get a lot of gameplay, a lot of bang for your buck out of this game. It's a 1 vs 4 multiplayer survival game. It has a lot of DLC. You can get a lot of characters from a lot of movies like Halloween, Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, and lots of others. Dying Light, lowest price ever at $30. This is an open world zombie survival game. Yes, it can get really freaky, and it's actually a really good Switch port. And one of the unique things about it, it heavily revolves around parkour. The Platinum Edition contains 4 DLCs and 17 skin bundles. Ollie Ollie World there on sale, lowest price ever at $20. Ys Origin, this game is really fun, $8. If you like Zelda, if you like that type of dungeon back to back to back, and you don't mind a little bit of a challenge, pick this game up right now. I like it. It's cute. It's fun. You keep getting new abilities. It never feels too hard for me. Yes, you might die a lot, but then eventually you'll get better at the game. You'll get better at the enemies and press on and unlock more of the story. I think it's just a really good time. Lego Worlds on sale again. A short hike on sale. This game's really cute, really fun. I like to call it Rold's Adventure. It's gonna give you Animal Crossing vibes, although it's not that type of game at all. It's really short, but really fun. Guacamelee 1 and 2 on sale. Valfaris and Slain double pack, lowest price ever. $8 for two really good games. They are 2D, they are graphic. I like to say Valfaris is like 2D Doom. Not a bad game to have in your backlog. It does go on sale quite often though. We've got the 3D platformer Blue Fire on sale, $10 matching the previous low. Oceanhorn, not a bad 2D Zelda-like. Blossom Tales, probably a better 2D Zelda-like. Down there, $5.24. Baldo, 30% off, lowest price ever. If you've played this game, please let me know what you think. I remember being really excited for it. I don't even think I remember it being out. I forgot it even came out. I wonder if it's just not a great game. I've heard literally nothing about it. Undermine is half off right now. It looks really cool to me. I don't know anything about it other than it's a roguelike dungeon crawler. It gives me Zelda vibes. I might be checking that out, but what I have played is Rogue Heroes. This game does borrow a lot from Zelda. You also build up your town as you play. There's a little bit of farming, and each time you go into a dungeon and try it again, the rooms, they're in different places, and the loot's a little different. It's fun. It's really cool for $8. Not to mention, you can play multiplayer co-op with your friends, so that's not a bad deal. Now, Stardew Valley is a requirement. You have to download this. You have to get this game if you don't have it yet. It has been lower before, but come on, it's $12. This game is worth $60. I am not joking you. There's farming, there's mining, there's crafting. This may be a hot take, but there's a lot of similarities to Minecraft. If you do enjoy going into mines, getting resources, and growing crops, tending to animals, I used to call this the grown-up Animal Crossing before the newest Animal Crossing came out. You make friends with villagers, and you actually have progression with the stories with the villagers, with the relationships. There's combat. It's like an RPG. It takes a lot of inspiration from Harvest Moon. Stardew Valley is awesome, and if you want to play it first, it's gonna be free to play through June 20th if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member. Check that out. But if you didn't cringe at anything I just said, just pick it up. You'll love it. And by the way, if there's any games that I'm missing that we should be checking out, feel free to let us know in the comments. Overcooked 2 on sale, 75% off. Cattails isn't bad, $3. It's actually an action-adventure RPG, essentially, with graphics looking a few steps down below Stardew Valley, but that's similar kind of vibe. Also, if you didn't know, there is a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. It's by some of the developers that worked on Streets of Rage 4 and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It is a beat-em-ups game. It's fast-paced, lots of action, and they're giving you 10% off to celebrate the launch. You've got Lego Marvel Superheroes for 20 bucks, and one I'm probably gonna pick up, Witchwood. Now, I know a lot of people are liking this game. I'm not so sure if it's right up my alley, but with the sale, I'll take the risk. Everybody's saying it's really cozy, and it revolves around crafting, collecting, and exploring the countryside. I think the graphics are pretty cool looking, but I think the menus with all of those items, it just looks a bit overwhelming, but I'm just gonna assume it eases you into it, hopefully. I'm about to find out. Mana Spark Complete Edition for $2. That's a fun game with very minimal graphics. If you like roguelikes. Horus, a really bizarre game, half off, not a bad deal. At 25% off, we have Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. Unlike the first game, this is actually more of a Skyward Sword kind of feel. Definitely not holding back those Zelda references at all. But hey, this is a fun game, and I enjoyed having that story-based, linear kind of Zelda experience again. The visuals are cool, and you have XP. There's combat, there's puzzles. It's just fun. Honestly, I think this is an underrated game. I heard Mad Father's really good. I don't know much about it, but it's on sale right now for $6. Calico's on its all-time low again, $8.40. It's another cozy game that I recommend if you don't mind the indie game feel and the minimal graphics. I have it. It's cute. It revolves around building up the cat cafe and meeting the villagers. There's decorating. There's new areas to explore. It's really fun and cozy. What do you think about these sales? Are there any games here you plan on picking up? Let us know in the comments below. Also, hit that subscribe button for Nintendo Switch unboxings and reviews, and hit one of those boxes on your screen right now, and I'll see you over there in another video. Right here, Monster Hunter Generations, $5. Nope.